Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 6 of the Scramble podcast. Fellas, I am joined by Cam, Tim, and producer Jay. Cam, how are we doing?
Doing okay. I'm struggling to get mentally back there. I'm doing all right.
And that's okay. I mean, we'll talk about, Cam and things that are happening and things that happened last week, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Tim, how are you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic.
We need to shout out Tim Dutcher here, folks, for his first entry into the golf course that he belongs at. First entry into a tournament, first win.
Yeah.
Of a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I'm undefeated.
Want to know?
I hate to toot my own horn, but wow.
It's pretty impressive.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
No, well, I was playing with a partner who happened to shoot a career low best.
And we were all there.
Yeah, it was cool.
The three of us
it was cool to watch.
Yeah.
Very cool to watch.
Which was wild. So they set up the tournament and you could play with any other two people you wanted. Like you didn't have to play with two more people in the tournament, but it was a 2-man tournament. I think people are going to think we cheated because Mike literally shot like a 4-stroke career best.
I gave them liquid IV, and I think there's a strong correlation to being properly hydrated and them winning.
That stuff's no joke.
Liquid IV, if you're hearing this, sponsor us. You guys are the best.
I'm not convinced that there's not like illegal substances.
There might be.
I actually reached out to Liquid IV for you guys because I know one of the dudes who works in like their PR. So if they're out there,
Oh my
we're
God.
coming for them.
Well, I gotta be honest. I'm
Yeah.
usually dehydrated on the weekend on a golf.
You know where the Liquid IV came about is remember when we did that challenge that the three of us and Adam were involved in the fitness challenge?
Yeah.
Yep.
I literally, I wouldn't have made it through that without Liquid IV. Liquid IV actually works. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's legit.
yeah. So
And Cam and I blowing putts by the hole, giving them reads was good.
Yeah.
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 That was because we were generally further away from the hole.
Yeah.
Because we played pretty poorly.
I was not
But-
on my game.
I struggled for a couple holes.
There was
Parts of the.
there was an incident.
No, well,
There was a major incident.
well, we didn't have to bring that up on the show.
We
Before we
did.
bring that up, producer Jay, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Tired. It's been a long week.
Yeah,
And it's only Tuesday.
We just found out that Justin here is most productive from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. So I would imagine you're always tired.
I am. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm very easily distracted and I need everybody else in my life to like be asleep in order for me to truly be functional. I don't know.
That's pretty good. So there was an incident this weekend, and there's a new nickname that's come about by one of our loyal listeners, actually, Mike Kelly.
Tim, do you want to tell
Do you want to tell the listeners what your
I'm
new
not sure what
nickname
you're
is?
talking about, so I don't know why I would.
All right.
I have no insight on
I'll
this.
let everyone know. Si Woo Tim.
On one of the par threes, our dear friend here. I mean, there's no way we weren't going to talk about this, brother. I'm sorry. I love you, but we have to. It's funny.
Well, yeah.
Tim hits not even a terrible shot on one of the par threes. It literally was just a little short and a little left. Like he didn't get all of it, and it was.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible. Up and down easily for par.
It wasn't even close to my worst shot of the day.
Well,
Yeah. And he
listeners
just
out there, the problem is in his head, he envisioned it was going to be his first hole in one.
I did say that to you
And
guys.
when it didn't happen, madness ensued.
and the follow through and sees where the ball goes and just two hands and just snaps his 7-iron over his knee.
So okay, yes, okay. So it did snap, but I feel like I pulled up because in the moment I was like, "What am I doing? I'm not gonna be that guy." And maybe it was a fragile club.
We might have to talk to who were your clubs? Taylor, Callaway,
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Like it broke pretty easily,
It did well.
unless he came down with the fury of 1,000 suns. I'm not,
He
I'm
might
not sure.
have because he created two weapons. Those things are pretty sharp. That was a clean
That
clean
was a
break.
Clean break.
Goes
And
back
then-
to the cart.
Yeah.
And then comes back to us like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I mean, and you realize it probably immediately after you snapped it. You're
Yeah.
like, what did I just do?
Especially as I'm driving up to my ball, which is like pretty good lie in front of the green. I'm like, wait a second. What was that?
And I think there were some instances too where he required a 7-iron for some shots the rest of the day. Didn't happen.
Well, my partner comes up to me and goes, all right, you probably want to get this to like 100 yards. What do you want to hit here? And I said, that where it's no bearing on what's going to happen because I can't hit what I want to hit.
Don't have that club.
That club does not exist.
All right, folks, we'll stop picking on
But
Tim.
that's okay. See Woo Tim. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
All right, on today's show,
Undefeated.
we're gonna stop picking on Tim to start. That's gonna be the first thing, and then we're gonna recap the Valspar. It was a good tournament for some of us, not for me. All right, after that, we're gonna wonderfully get into talking about our betting recap and the jacket picks from last week, which we could skip if it were up to me.
We are transparent here. We talk about our bets.
Yeah,
we
we
have
do.
to follow up.
It's true. And then we just got some general golf stuff for you guys. We got some Ryder Cup outlook. We got some musical artists doing some attempted golfing, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Then we're going to get right into the Wells Fargo. We're going to break down Quail Hollow. We're going to look at who the favorites are this week. We're going to look at some of the past winners. And then we're going to get into our picks and our jacket picks. And we're going to tell you why you should follow us. So
we're excited to be recording here another episode 6. Follow us on Twitter at the Scramble_pod and on Instagram at the Scramble Pod, one word. This week marks the week where we're not going to be giving you our full cards. So you've listened to the first 5 episodes. You're welcome. We're up a lot of units. Now we're going to be giving just a 3-pick charcuterie board.
Yeah, smorgasbord.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. My God, of picks this week. Now, from the 3 of us. So you'll have to listen to the show for our rationale, of course. But those are the only 3 that we're going to tweet out and Instagram out. So you guys, the Valspar Championship. Sam Burns gets his first career PGA Tour victory. So much for a tough course because he won it at 17 under, which was bananas.
That's why I did bad.
Even day one, the scores were super low. Like that was,
which is pretty funny.
Exact opposite of what we expected.
Yeah, like we were like, this is going to be so hard. Maybe it'll get to double digits.
Maybe.
Who knows? He nearly ties the course record, and many of the golfers that came off on Friday, even on Saturday, were like, yeah, it really softened up. Like, this is unheard of.
I'm kicking myself because last episode I literally said Sam Burns was the most impressive golfer I saw at the Zurich.
You did say that.
Didn't take him at all. And he won the fucking tournament.
I didn't either.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're allowed to swear.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You swore at me. You swore at me. So
Siwoo Tim swore. No, Tim didn't swear at you. Siwoo Tim swore at you.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and the reference there. Actually, we didn't even explain the reference. Like, Siwoo Kim broke his putter.
Yeah.
At the Masters.
Well, he slammed on the ground, though. It looked a lot less cool than what I did. Give me that at least. It was a full-blown.
So, Siwoo Tim, it was originally Siwoo Tim, and then that's how he got his name.
That's how he got his name. Keegan was sort of with Sam Burns the whole way. He doubles the par 3 13th, bogeys the par 3 15th. Sam ends up winning by 3 strokes, even bogeying 18. I mean, you guys watched sort of Keegan's blow up there.
Yeah.
Not great.
Disappointing for the local guy.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'm not thrilled that it was sort of a runaway like last 6 holes or last 7 holes, 5, 6, 7 holes. Disappointing out of Keegan because he played really well, I thought.
He's a blow-up guy.
He's been playing really solid golf, though. Like, overall, like, his big thing is that he can't putt, but he's actually been gaining strokes putting the past couple tournaments.
Absolute darts.
He's great with the iron.
He's a wizard on approach. Great iron player. We figured we'd get into a little bit about Sam Burns. I think, Cam, you added this in.
No.
Or
it was
Tim?
me, yeah.
This was a Tim special here about how he broke his ankle playing pickup basketball with neighborhood kids in his rookie season. Where did you find this?
Dude, online. What
a story.
Beast.
Just 12-year-olds just dunking on 12-year-olds.
Dude, no days off.
I love that.
My man's balling.
Imagine his like sponsors and like management team. Like,
yeah.
What were you doing playing back? Yeah. You broke it playing
against some 9-year-olds.
Dunking on little Jimmy on the 8-foot hoop.
I saw that some kids needed one more, so I hopped in the local game.
Ridiculous.
Pretty funny though.
Yeah.
So that's why, it's sort of a slow start to his career, catching up to Wolf, Victor, Colin, who were all in that 2018 class. Mm-hmm. Before his tournament, he pretty much had claim to the best American golfer right now without a win. We'll talk about who actually is that guy in a few minutes, but he has a pretty strong pedigree. He was a 2-time All-American at LSU, Haskins Award finalist, which for those of you, not super golfy people, that's the Heisman for college golf. And he was SEC Player of the Year in just 2 seasons at LSU. So it's sort of not shocking that he finally won. He's been playing top 50 golf in the world at this pace. He had a second of the Farmers and was 1 stroke off from that playoff.
Yeah.
The hole that won him the tournament, though, from what I saw when I was watching the last round, was the par 5 14th. So Keegan into the hazard on 13. So in the back of his head, he's like, this is the hole where I need to, put the tournament away. Him and his caddy have sort of I love when they catch this too. I know I was ripping on the broadcast 2 weeks ago, but this was a good one because they had the conversation between Sam and his caddy. He hit into the fairway. He was just blocked out by those trees. I don't know if you guys remember this hole, blocked out by trees on the right. And in order to get on the green in 2, he'd have to hit a legit 50-foot cut over those trees onto the green, which is guarded by water in the front. And the caddy's like, honestly, I disagree. You should not go for this at all. And Sam's like, well, I have a good number. I know I can get it there, this and that. And ultimately, his caddy ends up winning. He hits a 7-iron, exactly 180 yards. And then that's funny because
nice to have that in the bag.
Siwoo Tim would be lacking on that. Then hits a gap wedge to legitimately 1 foot and taps in for birdie. It was such a cool thing about how golf can kind of be a team effort.
Yeah.
Especially for the young guys. We talked a lot last week about how these old guys are using caddies that, don't need to give them a lot of a direction, but it's the exact opposite for these guys.
Yeah, the young kids, they still got a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
They still think that they can do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them are shot shapers.
No. And in one, in one sound decision, that's a 3-stroke swing. He could have missed that. I mean, obviously, hindsight, he goes for it. Maybe he hits it on the green. Great, you got an eagle putt that you probably don't hit, and you're trying to make a birdie anyways. But instead, he plays it smart and hits a shot that he knows he can hit with a gap legit to a foot and just has to go tap it in. And then like that, he's up 3 strokes. Runs away with it.
Perfect.
Something I wanted to make a note of, which was against what we thought, but the snake pit was sort of tamed. Yeah. I think someone had a little recorder playing for the snakes.
Oh, yeah.
In the
my
pond.
God, making them dance?
Making them dance.
They had to have. All the stats that we had going to last week, which were legitimately accurate stats, just didn't matter at all.
It played, for those of you counting at home, its easiest since 2004. I mean, what a week for it to play that easy after we legit were afraid of it just sitting here.
And my stats literally from last week were 2003. It hasn't finished like that.
Yeah. I mean, shows how much we know. We're just a golf podcast.
Ugh.
Cameron Tringale, though, becomes the highest earning player to never win an event with $13,743,938 in career earnings.
What a statistic.
That's awesome. Good for him.
That's sick.
Good for him.
It's like what Kevin Kisner said. I'm not going to win tournaments. I'm going to come in 20th and
just
still get a bunch of money.
Just rake.
Kisner's.
I mean, I didn't realize this guy had that many good finishes.
No idea.
I didn't either.
That's why I bet.
Has he been
He's South
silent?
African, correct?
No, he's American.
He's American?
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of?
No idea.
No idea. All right, moving on.
Not Dylan Fratelli. Because that guy stinks.
That might have been who I was thinking.
No, I didn't realize though, has Tringale just been carding top 20s this whole time? But he's legit T20 every time, so we don't notice.
It's gotta be.
I don't understand it. That's so much money.
On my card.
You did?
Oh yeah. I had him on my card.
Sweet.
But that's an outrageous amount of money for a guy who's not very old.
No.
And without a win.
He'll get it eventually.
He's playing really, really good.
Yeah. And I think I might have even leaned on him a little this week. We'll talk about that later. But Russell Henley, I mean, you guys can open up that discussion.
He's dead to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Russell. I'm sure you're a good guy.
Just a big old dump in his pants.
You are I thought I was being cute last week. I'm gonna pick some people that they're actually really good, but they just never win. They don't win for a reason. That's on me. People out there.
Literally leading the field in strokes gained approach and just
pooped his pants.
Pooped his pants.
On live TV.
It's +4.
I don't even want to talk about him anymore.
I know. Our group message was
thanks.
Russell, hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
We all liked him.
Buddy?
Yeah, I did like him.
We're like, oh, he's been playing great golf. Nope.
4 bets on him.
Fake.
3 bets. 4. I don't know. 5.
Fake.
And Russell Henley, I know you're listening. We won't forget that.
No. I will never, ever
this
bet
is,
him again.
I think he might have just earned our first villain.
Yeah.
The 3 of us.
If you want to come at the undefeated Massachusetts South Shore Country Club Open champion anytime.
The 2-man best ball champion, yeah.
We have to play as 2-man though against you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Look, he let us down, but Max Homa had a tough Sunday. He ended up, I think, +3 to finish top T6 there. He's still playing really, really good golf.
Yeah.
Heading into the Quail this week, pretty good form.
It was really cool too. He said that, like they asked him what's going on with your game. He goes, I'm just better at golf. Like I'm my old self. I'm just like no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm just good. I'm just better at being a golfer.
Yeah, easy game.
Which was cool. Like I was like, okay. A lot of people dive into why, like, oh, my putter switched putters. Feels
He's
a lot better.
legitimately. They looked at his stats from his first 2 seasons on tour versus like the last 2, and it's like every stat is just like exponentially better. Like he just overall got way better.
Yeah.
He was an underachiever too, because he came out of college as a super good golfer.
Yeah.
And he is now, and he's proven it.
Yep.
JT sort of has a disappointing week with this putter, finishing in the bottom 5 of the whole tournament in strokes gained putting, but somehow in the top 10 of strokes gained tee to green. And hey, man, for me, what the heck? I had you top 10. Couldn't.
That'll come back. He like if you look at his history, when he has a bad putting week, he always rebounds. If he just is a 0 putter, he'll win every tournament.
He made as many eagles as he did putts inside 10 feet all week, and that number was 3.
Ugh,
He didn't hit 6-footers.
that's disgusting.
That's not good. Not out of a guy that we put our hard-earned money on, invested in. Investors, possibly me. And he does that. But you know what? Look, Justin, I'm over it because I like you this week.
I do too.
Paul Casey finishes T21. Very tough for those of us who had him in the top 20.
Or put them as their lock.
Or had them as our lock.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Like JT, he could not putt. He had a tough week with his flat stick. But he, again, was in the top 10 for guys tee to green. So some still playing. Like Paul Casey is playing good golf. The first 4 months of the season, he has 6 top 10s and a win.
That's awesome.
Like I think he's a guy I don't think we should bury just for not being able to putt for 1 week.
No, it's the same. It's exactly like Justin Thomas. You can't putting. Sometimes you just have bad weeks.
I put almost no. I don't know. For some reason, putting to me, it's
You can go either way.
I don't factor it in.
I don't weight huge models either. I don't think because it can swing so easily.
Right.
It's just not. It's not
Of
a
all
reliable.
the different shots you hit on a golf course, putting by far, at least for me, is the most mental.
Yeah.
It's so
100%.
straightforward.
It's like
Just
hangovers.
hit the ball on the line that you. Yeah.
It is like hangovers. Hangovers are totally mental.
I think
might still be experiencing.
I think for me, strokes gained putting is like a tiebreaker. Like if I'm indecisive about something, I'm like, well, real hot putter, I guess I'll take it, right? Can't hurt.
No.
I mean, there's obviously courses where putting is a premium, but in general, I just think guys in good form are usually going to putt well.
Yeah.
But
And we're not going to bury him, unlike you, Russell Henley.
You are buried.
DJ continues sort of below average DJ golf, we'll call it, because we are used to a standard with him.
Yes.
He hasn't had a top 10 since the Genesis, which by his standards and ours is a long time for the guy who's supposed to be the best golfer in the world.
Yep.
You know what also? I didn't write this down, but how can he like play so average and there are some guys like right around that like top 10 official world golf ranking that are just like playing better and like he hasn't moved? Like what are the metrics there that I'm not getting?
So good last
So does
year.
that just
He
like
was scorching
compound?
hot.
I know, like does that just like compound so much that it's hard for him to lose it?
I don't know. I
I
honestly have
think
no
so.
idea.
We
who's
need to
ranked this
maybe next episode we'll have a little segment on how they calculate that
Yeah.
and how they go through that because think about like Tiger being on it for so long. I understand he was winning, but then there were month spurts where he wasn't the
Right.
best golfer in the world. And how did he stay there?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, some notables that missed the cut at the Copperhead course. My guy, Emiliano. It's okay. You handsome Argentinian man. You'll be
Major
back.
collapse.
Big
Major
time.
collapse.
Yeah. Was not good. Patrick Reed, who I was actually I think Tim and I were pretty high on
Yeah,
to
very.
beat Victor. And Victor,
I
2
wasn't.
units. It was 2 units.
I wasn't. I was right about that.
Well,
Phil, Kevin Kisner, my guy, Dougie Gim, Chris Kirk, Lanto, Cam Davis, Russell Henley, You're Still Dead to Me, Justin Rose, and Taylor Gooch all missed the
how
cut.
about Justin Rose
Like,
playing so well that first day of the Masters and then has done nothing since?
Yeah, I know.
And I like Justin Rose.
I do too. It's disappointing, to say the least.
I don't,
Okay.
and he's on my list of bet against him if he's in a matchup.
I don't, out of just my like for him.
He fired 7 under on the arguably
hardest day of golf all year.
course in the hardest day of golf all year, and then goes to places that are easier and it's just like I'm
And
all
then he
set
just
with this.
poops his pants.
And then he poops his pants. like another guy we're not going to keep talking about. Some good golf by Victor Hovland, though, firing a 65 on Sunday to sneak in the backdoor T3, right?
Yep.
He came in.
I think solo 3.
Was it solo third?
Yeah.
I was watching. They were showing him a lot. He was freaking dialed in. Did he? I mean, I wrote it here, but it seems his short game may have not been as bad as we all thought.
He has holed out from off the green maybe like 8 times in the last 2 weeks.
It's
every
bananas.
golf, like you scroll through like the PGA Tour Instagram, all the highlights are just Victor Hovland off the green jamming a 60-foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's elite.
I think it was just his around the green was so bad for a long time that, again, like with the golf rankings, it doesn't catch up right away.
Oh, okay.
Like if you analyzed it in a very short window, I bet you it would be a lot better.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks.
That could be it.
Yeah.
That is it. You
Because
just gotta look at a shorter
his
time
tee
frame.
game and his ball striking have never been the issue. It's always just been finishing. Finishing holes has been bad.
He's
other
awesome, by the way. He
No,
seems
he's-
like just the best dude.
Oh,
I'd really like Victor
Yeah.
Hovland.
he seems like a kid that just like is never down.
No.
He's just like a happy
He
kid.
does
Always
seem like a really
smiling.
happy guy.
He's always
puts it in the
smiling.
water. He's like, oh man,
Oh, Victor.
nice.
I have found myself like really rooting for him
Yeah.
lately.
He's my favorite of those young guys, like by far.
He had cool shirts on this week too. You see those like floral
Yeah.
shirts he
Yeah.
had on? The only thing I don't like is that his collar's like massive and it like goes to his shoulders. It's a
Yeah.
huge collar.
Huge collar.
That's just me being a golf style snob. Tim's guy, though, honest Abe answer. Solid week. Continues his good form, giving me more confidence to keep betting on him, Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet him outright until he wins, which will be within the next like month and a half.
Oh, yeah. He's trending.
He's due for he
PGA
is due
Championship?
for a win.
Hmm?
No, PGA Championship is gonna be won by a particular golfer that I'm holding a $10,000 winning ticket on.
Oh.
What?
I can't wait for our weekend in Vegas.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good.
You made it already?
I made it months ago, January, December, something like that.
It's probably Patrick Cantlay.
No, it's not. There's
Come
one
on.
answer to
Use
who
your,
this
use
is.
your
Come on.
brain. Jordan Spieth.
It's Jordan.
Patrick
Say it
Cantlay?
now. I have Jordan Spieth wins the PGA Championship. I'll win 10,000 plus whatever I bet on him that week,
Which will probably be more.
which will be maybe more.
Well, if he's in like second or third, you'll probably hedge.
No,
No?
no chance.
What?
No chance.
No, hedging.
I don't do
That's
that.
like
That's sort of
what's
a
it in
thing.
blackjack when they not surrender,
Well, you buy insurance.
but insurance.
No, see, hedging is a smart thing to do. Like I should do that.
No, never back down.
Like if Spieth was in contention and he had like against one guy, like it was like, they're both
Can't
5 shots up. No, it doesn't matter who it is. Like you're either win 10 G's on Spieth or nothing on this other guy. Wouldn't you throw like your wallet at the other guy?
No, I specifically want it to be Cantlay for Tim.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
You imagine that? It's like Cantlay and Spieth, and I don't hedge. Cantlay wins. How?
That's what I mean.
Explode.
An answer T3, answer solo third.
That's when you shut the account down, and I call in sick from the podcast for a week, and
That's not possible. It's
We
not
start
allowed.
playing Where's Tim?
yeah.
The Crack Man, Jason Kokrak, Bubba, Trash Man, Brant, JT, and Bronson Burgoon, who I would like to officially submit as arguably the coolest name on
I'm
tour.
sorry. Did you say Crab Rangoon?
Literally, what? What a name.
I actually
Bronson Burgoon.
in your notes here, you have it like up with Maverick McNeely. I
Yeah.
saw a matchup that I like was looking for a player, and then I saw who he was. It was against, and it was Maverick McNeely, and I was like, I can't get against
Bet
that
against
name.
him. No.
I can't do that.
Same thing with Bronson Burgoon.
Do we know where he's from?
Not a clue. Didn't do any research on him,
I think he's American.
but he has played good golf. Grabs top 20.
Yeah.
I just thought it was worth mentioning. Also, like Brant Snedeker completely proving me wrong these last couple weeks. I was like, yeah, he's like old and washed up. He's just played dialed in for the last 3 weeks.
Ugh, whatever.
I don't like that he
From
wears
Texas.
a colored glove. Does that bother anyone else?
Everything about him bothers me.
Really?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
understand
just think
the
he's
colored
kind of
glove.
annoying.
He wears like
I've never been a fan.
a red glove sometimes, a black one sometimes. I don't like the colored glove. Wear a white glove. Although your guy, the trash man, wears the green glove.
I don't mind that.
Well, I mean, the
You have
trash
to-
man, he's got to sit on his
I mean, he
throne.
grabs another top 20. He's playing pretty good.
He's on fire.
He's unbelievable.
He's on fire. The old guys.
Taking out
Their
the trash.
year. Oh,
And-
speaking of taking out the trash.
Speaking of taking out the trash, we
Speaking
can.
of taking out the trash, I'll just
Yeah,
go first.
yeah.
We'll just dive right into our betting recap.
Okay.
I went 0 for fucking 12. Okay. Shit happens. All right. It's literally the most.
Statistically speaking, it's very difficult.
If
to
I
go
was
for
playing
12.
Keno, I would have smashed that. Like you pick all the numbers, you
Yeah.
could pick none of the numbers. That would have been cool. But that wasn't what I was doing, unfortunately. But like literally, like utter collapses from my players. Grillo, He's like almost went from T3 to he fucking missed the cut. He stinks. I'm out on him now forever. I can't play him. That bothered me. And then Keith Mitchell, he's right up there with Russell Henley for me.
Yeah.
Currently.
Keith, you bastard.
What, Tim, was it 9.5 that he lost?
Yeah, he set a PGA record. He lost like 9.5 strokes, I think it was, putting in a single round.
Horrible. He was sitting like T13, doing great.
That's got to be like 5 3-putts or something, right?
Horrible. I don't even care.
Just
Dead to me. Nope. Sorry. 0-12, minus 11 units. Washes everything cool that I did last week, like picking an outright. It's all gone. It's all useless.
But at least you had that week, though,
back.
of like a lot of success to balance this out, though. It'd be different if you were like going even. And then
nope,
this
it's my resurrection week. It's my resurrection week.
So much like last week was Tim's revenge week.
No, this is the resurrection. This was a death. Tim lost like
Tim was just a little he was just
down. So it was like that. It was the intermediate like situation like where he snapped his 7-iron. Wasn't a bad shot. Wasn't a good shot. Like wasn't a bad week. Wasn't a great week. This was a horrible week.
You just went 0-12. You just found a way to bring it back to insulting me.
Tim, you got to deflect.
Amazing.
Deflect.
Amazing. All right. Well, I went 5-8-1. I won a single unit. I am just teetering on the middle. I had a pretty good week early on, but
I mean, you know what that means, right? You're due.
Oh, I'm gonna explode. Yeah,
yep.
It's gonna. But I don't know if this is the week, but eventually it's coming.
I was 7-9-1 for minus a unit and a half. The only bright spot I can take away is that I'm still okay at matchups, and I went 5-3-1 in those. I'm just gonna keep like being a mainly matchup guy. Like I know Cam, you're a big like placement guy.
Yep.
Like that seems to be your niche.
Mm-hmm.
Like I seem to be more confident in my matchups, and that's where I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you think Russell Henley probably accounted for 6-7 of the units?
Easily.
Maybe
he's
more.
a swing. Yeah, because we all had him. That was a consensus.
Yeah.
That sucked.
And not for nothing, you folks at home, but I went over last week our like year to date sort of win percentages and things and how we were doing. This doesn't include the Valspar because I haven't updated the numbers yet, which I will do. But we were clicking at a 77% win percentage on matchups for 25 units. And our top 20s are clicking at 55% for 12.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, winning 77% of your bets is bananas.
That's unbelievable.
And we have 2 outrights. We had 2 outrights through 5 shows.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Just that figured and our all-time, not that like I didn't include the 40, 10, 5s, outrights, props and all that, but our all-time record before this week was 78 and 76.
That's really good considering outrights and
Yeah.
top 20s and stuff. A lot of you hit some of these top 20s and it makes up for 4 of your other bets. That's why golf betting's awesome.
Yeah. I'm
why
hoping that happens this week.
Matchups generally are close to even, but when you start hitting outrights and things
Like a
that,
matchup feels
it's-
more like a traditional, like I'm betting on like a football game or a
Right.
hockey game, something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that will wrap up our week at the Valspar, you guys. I don't know if you have any other comments before we move it on here to our general golf news.
I mean, we
Never.
literally had a guy go minus 11 units and we're still up like 40 units.
Yeah.
40 something.
40-something units.
You can just say my name, Tim.
Well,
Well,
we're a team.
it seems like Ian Poulter is joining team I Don't Really Need a Caddy. I guess he's letting his son on the bag next week.
Yeah. The trend continues.
So,
yeah, he's just
gonna keep
copycat.
happening.
So what do you think is the rationale there? Like, is it a stubborn thing? Like, I know more than my caddy. I don't trust the caddy. What is it?
When you're that, I think, experienced in a sport, if you're 50 years old, you don't need another 50-year-old guy telling you about a shot that you've hit thousands and thousands of times before. Like those old guys aren't trying to do crazy things like the young guys. Like that Sam Burns scenario, I guarantee you that doesn't happen with Stuart Sink. Maybe actually Ian Poulter because he's a little bit more eccentric, but he just doesn't need.
Like, so when guys get to a certain age, a certain tour experience, maybe
they
they're
play
like
within themselves and they understand what they can and can't do, and they don't need. The only thing the caddy would probably be used for is the yardages, and these guys can do that. Anybody can figure out the yardages.
Yeah.
You have a book with you.
I'm with you 100% on that.
I figured, like, what about for like reading a putt or even just having, if you're unsure, just having someone that you can be like, what do you think if I'm unsure?
Maybe it's
That's where I
a
lean.
negative for them to second guess and have that
okay.
second opinion. Just
Okay.
commit to what they think. And again, so much experience on the golf course. And these guys are playing golf courses. They played a ton
And it's working.
for the most part. It's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
It's literally working. I guess the Poulter thing is just because like his caddy's 40th birthday or whatever. His
But
son
still.
asked him to do it.
Yeah.
Ian was like, "That's fine," but
But-
it's still a trend that keeps coming.
Agreed. I didn't write this one down, but
I tossed this in.
yeah, this is
Justin Bieber, DJ Khaled, and 21 Savage just decided to do a golfing music video. Justin Bieber looked ridiculous, dude.
Probably
Cor-
shot 600. Dude.
Cornrows, ponytail look like,
cornrows with like a high man tail.
yeah, like I don't know. I didn't even know what to define
In
it
a-
as.
Toronto Maple Leafs Doug Gilmour jersey, which is fresh.
Was cool.
But what are you doing
I don't know.
with your hair, Justin?
Yeah.
My twin, Justin Bieber.
There's nothing in my eyes that he could do wrong.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
He could do whatever he wants. Like I'm not like mad at him for this, but it was just weird
The
to
form
see.
on the swing looked tough from the pictures I saw.
Yeah,
all of them.
Nothing. No,
All of
well,
them.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're not golfers, but I mean,
Figured you get rich enough, you play enough golf, right?
like Kim K. She was out there grinding.
She's gonna
Kim
beat you,
K
Tim.
was grinding.
She's
Doing this
coming,
again.
Tim. She has a 7-iron. You don't.
I actually, when I was listening back on the podcast from last week, I was almost bewildered that was a subject.
And it will be every week until she beats you.
Until, I can't wait till we
Because
confirm
I think
updates.
that you guys actually think she has a chance.
If she gets a full year.
I'll never let you know what I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. You know, I'm just gonna let you figure that out.
I want you. You can keep staring at me as long as you
He's
want.
It's just like
He's
I don't
pissed.
even understand
He's
it.
pissed.
All right, moving on.
Right now, top USA. Sorry, not USA. The world top 50. There are 10 players younger than 25.
Yeah, it's wild.
That is a ridiculous stat.
It's the new changing of the guard.
Mhm.
The old guys are getting rid of their caddies. They're like, listen, these kids. What am I supposed to
These
do?
damn kids.
These damn kids.
They can
No.
they hit the ball a mile.
Yeah, and it's showing it. They're all in the top 50.
So Pine Valley Golf Course, which is ranked the #1 course in America, if you're a golf fan or you're not, give that a quick Google. It's absolutely beautiful. But it will now allow women to play and have unrestricted tee times for the first time in the 100-year history of the course. Now, my only comment is, how the freak is this still a thing that women can't play at places? What?
That is actually crazy. They've snuck onto the
Dude,
radar
I
this
feel
whole
like
time.
golf was sort of like a little behind on like, you know.
Golf's pretty bad.
In
I
the
don't
year
know.
of our Lord 2021,
Yeah.
you gotta just let women play golf, dude. What?
That is
This
wild.
course has been around for 100 years and has not let women play it.
Is-
I'm surprised this hasn't like been on the news.
Dude,
or
I was
something.
gonna say. I was gonna ask if that's worse than the girls' NCAA tournament gym.
Dude,
That was bad.
Inexcusable.
That was really bad.
It was
horrible. Not like
They were
barely.
like, here's a 10-pound dumbbell and a yoga mat.
Oh, that was bad.
do what you girls do.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. That was wild.
I mean, I understand it's like, you know, prestigious course, #1 ranked, like consensus pick of all American golf. But like, if there are courses out there that
it makes you think, like, is this still going?
yeah, like there must be way more, right? Am I
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
to think that?
No, not at all.
Nope.
And that's, I'll say it, it's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I recently ordered an LPGA sweatshirt. I know I sent it to you guys.
Those
I
were
ordered
sweet.
it.
Oh,
yeah,
man, those
I'm
were
gonna
awesome.
rock that thing
I have no issue
because I
with
saw an Instagram of Tony Finau wearing it, and I was like, okay, this thing's sick. And-
Yep.
And then Ricky was wearing it. I was like, okay, so these are like fashionable.
that. Yep,
Except it's not coming until like middle of June. I don't know why.
because everyone wanted one.
Because everyone wanted one. Not so much general golf news, but an interesting little tidbit. PGA TV on Instagram had a little thing of Louis Oosthuizen talking about his top 5 swings on tour. I mean, we all, we admire the guys who play the game in a cool way, but his top 5 were Adam Scott, Ernie Els, Fred Couples, Rory, and Retief Goosen.
I used to love Retief Goosen.
Me too.
Just because of his name.
I have legitimately no idea who that is.
The Goose Man?
Like, no
he was
idea.
good,
The
dude.
Goose Man
When did
has
he play golf?
a-
Like, I don't know.
Like
he was
when
probably
Tiger was in his
he was
heyday.
probably good middle to late 90s to like early 2000s
Yeah.
was his heyday.
What
When
is
Tiger
up
was
with
coming
golf
up.
and having these crazy names?
Anyone
Bronson.
can-
Goosen?
Bronson Burgoon.
Let's get a threesome of Retief Goosen, Bronson Burgoon, and Maverick McNeely.
I would love that. Would be much watch
If
television.
you said those
It's like
three
a
names
field
to
day for
me
the
with no
announcers.
context, I'd be
Yeah.
like, you just make those up.
Yeah.
yeah,
But pretty cool. I mean, Freddie Couples, great swing. Ernie Els, that video I think went viral last year of him, VJ, and someone else all swinging on the range, and it was just like the smoothest, nicest thing I've ever watched.
That's what you got in common. I can't speak to Mr. Goosen, but the other four tempo guys,
Goosen's got a good
smooth,
swing.
traditional swings.
I loved it. I watched the video of Louis talking about it like 6 times, and I was like, Adam Scott does have a pretty swing as well, except he uses the belly putter, so boo.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
I put this on there.
Yeah.
Joel Domin started the Bucket Hat Brigade for skin cancer awareness. That's just all
Fucking right.
around. Yeah.
Fucking
That's
right.
just a, heartwarming story. Good, and who doesn't love a bucket hat?
We should buy some bucket hats.
I will. I'll support the bucket
Wanna
hat
do that?
brigade.
Yeah.
Want to do that this week?
That was
Absolutely.
I love bucket hats.
They're awesome.
Especially if we could golf in them?
Yeah.
And he's just now that's his.
Yeah.
Like he just claimed bucket hats.
He might
On
be in the
tour.
running for like one of the most likable guys on tour, right?
On the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
He is awesome.
Well, for me personally, the only person right now that I like more is Big Mike Vasecki.
Mr. Vasecki.
Dude, if you don't like that guy, you're just a bad person.
I was rooting for him because he got to like 2 over.
Yeah, he was close.
And I wanted him to, so bad I wanted it.
I did too, but I saw he put up on his Instagram today I don't know if he was in charge of the course that the Charles Schwab was at or if the guy was involved with Charles Schwab, but he was saying that he too was like an aspiring golfer at one point and he got to where Big Mike was. So he went ahead and gave him a sponsor exemption so we get some more Big
Let's
Mike
go.
Vasecki. I think that is absolutely awesome. I can't wait to I don't even care.
I mean, honestly, that video that came up of him calling, look, got a little dusty wherever I was. I didn't cry, but I teared up.
I teared up 100%.
It was-
like I said, if you don't like that, then you're a bad person. There's no other way about it.
He hits the ball pretty damn good, though. He can give it a ride.
I love like big hoss guys.
Yeah.
They're
He's
the
a
best to
beast.
root for. He's a beefy man.
Big Mike, shout out to you, buddy. What a guy. And the last thing we'll talk about here will be sort of just a look into what the Ryder Cup looks like for the U.S. I don't know about you guys, but team golf gets me going.
It is fun.
Like Ryder Cup, President's Cup is a must not leave my house and watch every second event for me.
I love those.
I absolutely love it. And I just love, we're spoiled because the US is always like good and always favored in these things.
Yeah.
Typically. We saw what could happen last President's Cup. Okay.
Anything can happen.
That was big underdog and that hurt Andy's wallet. But right now you'd think with Sam Burns winning this tournament and playing like very good golf leading up to it, that he would be a shoo-in at Whistling Straits for the red, white, and blue. He's actually going to have to play like legit perfect golf from now until then to even get it, which is bananas. He's currently behind DJ, Bryson, JT, Colin Morikawa, Zonder, Brooks, Pat Reed, Tony, Webb, DB Straight Vibin, Jordan Spieth, and Psycho Billy Horschel.
I can't think of a single person that I would take out of that to put Sam Burns
There
in.
is a
Patrick Reed.
0% chance that the U.S. loses the Ryder Cup.
Is that a stamp of a guarantee?
0.
Dude, even the people trying to crack into this.
Yeah.
are
So then I
unbelievable.
even wrote the second part for you guys, right? Guys just on the outside in order. Cantlay, Harris English, Scotty Scheffler, Max Homa, the Crackman, Ryan Palmer, Willie Z, Matthew Wolf, I don't understand how, Kevin Kisner, Gary Woodland, yeah, right, and Kevin Na.
Also, yeah, right. What's he
Yeah,
doing
also,
there?
yeah, right.
Get out of there.
But like Cantlay, Harris English, Max Homa, Willie Z, all breathing down your neck. And that lineup of US guys is outstanding.
Stacked.
The thing is, if Billy Horschel cools off and Brooks can't play.
You need Brooks.
No, I know, but like his injury, like if all of a sudden he's like iffy, they're not going to take him.
Yeah, true.
And then it's captain's picks. The USA Ryder Cup is so deep that the number 12 player in the world is Tim's guy, Patrick Cantlay, and he would have to be a captain's pick. He's the 12th best player in the world.
And when it comes down to captain's picks,
Dude,
he wouldn't get picked right now.
I don't think he would. No.
Are the futures out for this already?
Yes. The
Probably should
sports
bet it
book.
right now.
Yeah. You can. The US is already like favored big time.
Yeah. Not good odds for us.
No,
I don't know if they're going to get any better, though.
that's true. But yeah, I just absolutely, it gets me going, the team golf and the Ryder Cup. So I'll probably sneak in these little previews every once in a while.
I like that.
And I think maybe next time we can dive into Europe. That we want to do this maybe in a couple weeks.
Ooh.
We'll just talk about where the Europe team's at.
I do like European players.
It's only minus 160.
That's a pretty heavy
I mean,
favorite.
that's not bad.
It should be minus 500.
Also, Tim sees value.
The top 5 Europe players, though, crack into those U.S. players, though, I think. Think about it. Rahm
is unbelievable.
I mean, we'll do this next time, but like, I think there's a lot of really good Europeans.
Let's do like a little deep dive on it.
Yeah, I think so. That'll be a cool segment. Before we get into the Wells Fargo, you guys, we wanted to talk to you about our first podcast sponsor, Pinned Golf. They have a new Ace rangefinder out that I want to say Tim owns and uses.
I own the other one. The Ace rangefinder is like the improved
brand new
version.
one, yeah.
I literally bought that before this, sponsorship even happened. It's great. You don't need anything other than what they're offering. USB charger, which is sweet,
Huge.
no batteries,
Mm-hmm.
and the slope ratings are great. It's everything you need in a rangefinder, but it's cheaper than these big brands.
Reliable too. Cam and I were in
It's
another
no-brainer.
cart, and we were like, Tim, gun it.
Yeah.
What are we at?
Yeah.
Tim's gunning everything.
And again, this is coming from a guy who will shoot anything outside of the green. Make no mistake, I am using that thing. I'm getting my use out of it.
Yeah.
The new Ace rangefinder, you guys, it's very high tech. It's affordable, and you can use our promo code to get $25 off,
Scramble.
and that is at checkout. So you're going to want to visit www.pinnedgolf. That's PINNED golf, one word, .com. And when you're checking out, use the promo code Scramble, and that'll do it for our Pinned Golf live ad read.
Whoop, whoop.
Always dialed in.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now, what you were all here for. Let's get into the Wells Fargo Championship. All right. It's going to be held at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's a par 71, but it's playing at 7,600 yards. That's pretty long.
Yikes.
That's pretty long.
Yeah.
Some Golf Digest panelists actually said that this is a quintessential championship course. I mean, with all the alterations that they've done, there has been a PGA Championship here in 2017. And there is a tournament. I don't know if it's not the President's, but in 2022, it's hosting another major tournament. It was originally designed by George Cobb in 1961. Kind of thought this was funny going off of what we said with the women only situation. This was completely meant to be a men's only club.
God damn.
Until his wife, like it was literally, I read an article about it. His wife was like, absolutely not.
Good for her.
She put her friggin' foot down and said, no, I'm playing this thing. But then they were struggling to get PGA events there. So they hit up their boy Arnie. He partnered with them so that the PGA could get tournaments there, and he bought a house on the course.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty
Decent,
sweet.
Decent life.
Good connection to
House on the
have.
15th at Quail.
Yeah, not bad. It makes sense for Arnold Palmer, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the course finally got its shape from Tom Fazio in 1997. And then in 2016, right before the PGA Championship, he's the one who made this course difficult. He tightened all the fairways up. He moved the tee boxes back, added a bunch of bunkers and a bunch of false fronts and all these greens. So he made this a championship course.
I think they opened up that brook on 18 too.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, this is a long course, 7,600 yards. So length is for sure a weapon. There's only 4 courses on tour that strokes gained off the tee matter more. It is still, like I said, there's narrow fairways, strategic shot making and precision are still important. So you're looking at your strokes gained approach, your strokes gained off the tee. Those are going to be important here at Quail Hollow. Another big thing is the par 5s here. The people who play the par 5s well usually tend to win this tournament. So that's numbers 7, 10, and 15. Those holes are where players are going to score on this course.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you're going to maybe even look to see some data for some of the players that you're going to pick. And then, like we've said for the past multiple tournaments, these par 3s are pretty long.
Yeah, do we know if they moved them back? I think they said something about it on Golf Channel.
They did. So the 17th, which is part of that final 3-hole stretch, which is real tough, they actually moved. Well, no, they moved the tee box up. That's what they did.
Okay.
So it was over a 220-yard hole. Now it's like 195. But the ending of Quail Hollow is actually the only ending harder on tour than the Snake Pit. So I
That's
was
not gonna
like,
be hard at all.
so that was really throwing me off. Like I thought it was really cool. Like I was doing my research, and it's like their final 3 holes is called The Green Mile. Great movie.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
off,
Yep.
like I love that movie. If you guys don't know, it's just slang for the last walk of a condemned prisoner.
Yep.
So right before you're gonna die, take the Green Mile. Right when you're about to win a tournament, you blow up on the final 3 holes. It is what it is. But like I said, the snake pit wasn't hard. Maybe the Green Mile won't be too bad. It's tough. Like literally the number 1 hardest 3 holes on tour ahead of the snake pit. Then I found this. I thought it was really cool. There's only one like rule card posted on that on the course, and it's a sign on the 10th hole saying like pace of play, please keep going, because they have people that are members of this course that play together. They call them the Moors, which they literally mean short for morons. They have like it's legit true. They have like groups of morons play, and there's 7 people that each get their own cart, and they just rip it up. Like they play 27 to 36 holes a day. This article was saying,
That's wild.
and then they just get boozed up in the
Why
clubhouse
is this allowed?
because they pay enough. Like,
I mean, yeah, you're
so
a member,
like
right?
the owners of this course, like they said he kind of runs this place sort of like a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to put a brand new putting facility and like chipping area in. It was going to cost like $750,000. And he basically stood up in front of every member and said, I'm not going to do this because I don't think all of you are going to use it. So if you want it, you can pay for it. And they did.
Oh, wow.
So like this place is crazy. Another cool thing, this was from Rick of Rick Run Good.
Shout out, Rick.
They have at the closing 3 holes in the Green Mile, there's a lake that they stock with fish, and they have a player fishing tournament. And Andy, your guy, Brian Harmon, got the dub in 2018.
My guy.
Not only can he golf, but he can fish.
And he can pass.
Oh my God. Is that a Booby Miles reference?
Yeah.
It's the greatest movie that's ever been made.
That's
by an
actually
athlete.
sick that they put fish in there. I mean, this
Yeah.
year you got to think, well, I don't know if Cam Smith is in it, but
No, Cam Smith's not on the field. He
big
would've won.
golfer, a big fisher. Him
He's
and
gonna
Billy
come to
Horschel.
fish.
Yeah.
Him and Billy Horschel were fishing together.
Yeah. I think that's awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's
Like
sweet.
just after the round, you go, well, I'll go
I have
fishing.
noticed a lot of these players on tour are big fishermen.
It's a boring thing too.
Yeah, like they just like being alone. Like it's like no team sports. Just go fishing or play golf.
Yeah. Introverts, all of them.
All right, let's get into the betting odds, who's won here, what we're looking at for key stats, those sort of things. So since 2010, Rory's won twice here, 2010 and 2015. Lucas Glover in 2011, Ricky 2012, Derek Ernst 2013.
That was his first career
I don't know
tour.
who that is.
That was his first career tour win.
Hey, Derek Ernst, who are you?
There's a lot of
Colin,
first time
let's
winners
talk.
on this.
Yeah. James Hahn in 2016, Harmon in 2017. Caveat here, though, the course was not played at Quail Hollow in 2017. This event.
It was at Eagle Point.
It was at Eagle Point, right. So Jason Day in 2018, Max Homa in 2019. Should note that Justin Thomas won the PGA Championship when it was held at Quail Hollow in 2017. That's why they didn't have the Wells Fargo there. Ricky and Rory both won their first tournaments here.
So did your boy Derek Ernst.
Yeah. And then one player's won it 3 times, and that's Tom Weiskopf.
Weiskopf.
Wise golf.
Tom Weiskopf.
What's up with all these guys that I just don't
He's a
know?
big famous guy. You should know him.
Yeah, he's a big golf
Well,
guy.
maybe next time we just put it like a sounded out sort of a thing. So
I
don't
put some of
butcher
his
these guys'
stats in there
names.
for you.
Yeah, no, this Weiskopf guy.
Weiskopf. It's
Might
Tom.
take it home this week. Is he in the field?
No,
He's like a
he's old.
retired golf legend.
He's definitely not still playing.
New to golf. All right, let's get into the betting favorites. This field is really strong. No DJ, but we have JT at 8-1 leading it off. Rahm 9-1, Bryson 14-1, Xander 16-1, Hovland 18-1, Rory 18-1, Webb 18-1. Webb like lives right next to his course, right?
He lives on it.
On it. He lives on the course.
Love Webb this
Probably
week.
something you'd want to know.
Yeah.
And then Finau, Cantlay, and Reed round out the top 8, 9, and 10. Finau's at 25-1, and Cantlay and Reed are at 28-1. So stats. We already sort of talked about it a little bit. Shots gained off the tee, and in particular length, driving distance. are going to be important this week. We haven't seen driving distance as a key stat maybe since we started the podcast.
You haven't.
It's
No,
all
for sure
driving
we haven't.
accuracy. So there's a little bit more leeway to spray it a little bit, but it's still kind of going to be accurate. It's just shots gained off the tee in totality is very important. And Andy writes, whoever Ricky and Rory are playing, bet against them.
That was my first metric.
Yeah.
It's an important one.
I actually ended up doing that.
Well, I didn't follow your metric. Let's put it that way. Cam is going to kick us off on his bets for this week per request.
Okay.
Because Cam
you wanted to go first.
needs to rebound from not winning a bet last week.
Yes, I do.
Yes. All right, let's do it.
Listen, I kind of went wild here. So I was really fired up.
I love that you tear the pieces of paper out of the notebook.
They come off every time I fold it up. This is like a crappy notepad. This is meant for notes, not for.
I'm gonna get you a
this.
binder.
Tim said we need legal pads.
I like this is what I
ran
had.
out a legal pad though, so now I have a binder
Okay.
with the sleeve. Yeah.
So I have. This is my resurrection week, and with me, some players' careers will be resurrected.
Oh,
So I'm gonna start.
Oh boy.
that already sounds like you're off to a bold start because it just makes it seem like you're about to pick somebody that everyone's gonna have like a head scratching moment
I
about.
have
Like
this bet. You're
Jonas
never
blitzed.
gonna get this man at these odds once he wins again. Rory
Oh,
McIlroy.
I knew you. Somebody was gonna do it.
outright plus 1,600. He's won here twice. He should have won here 3 times, but little
Take him down.
pretty boy Ricky won his first.
That was when remember
Professional
Ricky was
tournament.
like long hair and like
Yeah,
the
pretty
hat
boy.
over
Pretty
the
boy looked
ears.
like young Justin Bieber, but he was like 20.
Do you think that I was thinking about this the other day? Do you think that he needs to grow his hair out and get that bravado back?
He might.
Maybe short hair Rick's just not doing it.
That could be it.
Mustache Rick was
I'm gonna
doing
talk
it
to
for a
him
little
about
while.
So the first career being
All right.
resurrected with me is
All right.
Rory.
Rory.
I have 3 outrights. That was just I just added one because I have to.
My goodness.
John Rahm
I like that.
plus 1,100, 11-1. He led number 1 in strokes gained in totality. Number 4 off the tee. He hasn't lost strokes off the tee in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
It's like a year and like 10 months.
And when he gets angry, he hits it pretty far.
Listen, he had to play the Masters. You know, it's the Masters.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the baby settled down a little bit. He's had a couple weeks of dad strength in him. He's going to be ready to roll. He wants this tournament. He's had like 8 of the last 10 tournaments. He's finished in the top 10.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's on fire.
I love your energy.
Yeah,
by
this
the
is
way.
good. This
Like
is
if I
good.
was listening to this, I'd probably take what you.
I'm fired up.
I almost
Listen,
forgot you didn't win a bet last week.
listen.
Like
People are
couple minutes.
people are going to forget after this week. I'm
Boom.
telling you right now. People are going to forget after this week. All right. So perfect. Derek Ernst,
God.
first career victory. Max Homa, first career. No, was it his first career victory?
Yeah.
It was his first career victory.
Yep.
Rory McIlroy, first career victory.
Where's he going with
This isn't what you think it is. But let me tell you, the Puerto Rican Open doesn't matter. That doesn't count. That doesn't count as a real tournament.
All right.
Okay, now I see where we're going
Tony
with this.
Finau outright first dub.
no.
It's gonna sound so good. I said
Tony Baloney.
last week I couldn't find a place to bet him, and when I died, all I could think about was my man's losing all the time. I go, you know what? We're coming back.
Dude, he refuses to win. He
Except
won't do it.
you don't know that.
All right.
He's gonna
So,
win
Can I ask
eventually.
you a question though?
You can ask me a question.
All right. Do we know if they're doing the melatonin thing this week?
Yeah, are they telling Tony
Do they
that
listen?
I don't
that's
know,
two
dude.
Saturdays?
But I was looking at stats. He's 5th tee to green. He has the 6th most eagles. I said par 5s were important. He's number 12 in strokes gained total. He's 13th in scoring average. 23rd in strokes gained approach. Strokes gained around the green 25. Off the tee 34. His stats are good. He played bad in the Zurich. Tim's salty to it.
That's
but
what I was just gonna say.
He's close.
He
I
just
mean-
needs to finish holes.
But you can give a pass
finish.
on the Zurich. You can give a pass on the Zurich.
I actually bet on him multiple times this week, so
I love
I'm with
Tony.
you a
All
little
right.
bit.
So I got 2 top 10s. I got Bryson plus 125. This course I don't know how it was plus 125. I don't think that's fair. This course fits his game
for top 10.
for top 10.
Yeah, I got that too.
Plus 125. And then I got
consensus
Oh,
picks.
consensus pick.
Hey
Oh,
guys.
no, that's
and
what we
if-
had on Russell Henley.
Yeah.
No, did everyone had him top 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But Bryson's different.
He literally is
Built
different,
different,
yeah.
dude.
And then I got JT top 10. like I said, he bounces back historically after a bad putting week, and he was one of the best ball strikers in the tournament last week. He didn't play bad.
Yeah,
he just
couldn't.
putted
he
poorly.
wasn't the best ball striker, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
Like number one.
Another back to Tony. Back to Tony. Like on Rick Run Good. You know, have you seen that graph that they do where it's like hot golfers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony was literally at the top of hot golfers. And he was like in like, the green zone.
Oh, the
like, just unlucky putting.
Yeah.
He was like the top of the golfers, just leading unlucky putting. Like those putts will fall.
Okay.
This week.
I'm
I'm fired up.
See, I think that's another reason why I hate the strokes gained putting statistic in general. Because like, if you miss like a 10-foot putt compared to like a 30-foot putt for birdie, how do they calculate that? Does that go into it?
Somehow, somewhere along the lines, it goes into it.
Because it's like deceiving, right?
I mean, you could couple that with like feet of putts made.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You know what
true.
I
I
mean?
think that might actually be how they do it.
Like it would be, you might be losing strokes, but your feet of putts made is high. Like you're just missing.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at my bet card here. I added Tony, which means I have to subtract somebody.
You don't.
I don't, but I do, because now that I'm thinking about it, he was on my card last week, and this is a resurrection week. These people are all dead to me. Sungjae Im, I'm no longer playing him top 20. I liked it, but no. Gone.
Okay.
All right, back to the theme of the resurrection. Ricky Fowler, top 20.
I mean, you're throwing money away. You're burning.
I'm only going to do half a unit. I'm doing half a unit.
Okay.
Half a unit. It's, of course, the only one I didn't write down. But someone look that up. It's the only one, I swear, it's the only one I didn't write down. And then I got Matt Wallace, top 20 at plus 300. He's 8th in approach, 40th tee to green. He's in the top at 80 is not a great number, but that's more than half. And he ranges from within 20 to 80 on all the like yardages that I was looking at, like from 150 and 200 plus. He's a top 20 putter, and his recent finishes, he's got an 18, a 34, a 3, a 28, and an 18. He's just playing really solid golf.
Ricky is 3-1 top 20, by the way. So I wrote that down on my sheet because that's going to be something I bet.
Love that.
Those odds
All
are
right, and then I have one. I said I got too cute last week, but in every model that I ran, this one guy kept coming up in the top 10, which didn't make any sense to me. So I'm just gonna play it. Akshay Bateau.
Dude, yes.
Akshay Bateau for top 20 was plus 2,000. Let's go, Tim.
Yeah, but
He's
didn't his
fifth
T statistics kind of scare you?
He's 50th. That's not that bad.
I was more looking at like I put in like
I'm
last 6
enamored
tournaments.
with his swing.
Okay. Oh, his body is wild.
120 pounds. 120. He's built like a European supermodel woman. And he corks his body, dude. It's incredible. I've never seen it.
I really like him. In like with my numbers, I have 5th in strokes gained total, 7th around the green, 50th off the tee. He's playing good golf.
Yeah. And he hasn't played a lot of tournaments. He's like just out of high school, right?
I don't know how old he is.
He's like 18 or 19, I think.
Yeah, he's young.
He is young. How
Yeah.
young is he?
Very young.
Very.
What's
He-
very?
He might be like 20.
Let me just,
That's it?
Yeah.
No, I think he might be younger.
All right. So then we'll get into my matchups. These
19.
were pretty. The first couple, I'm going to be honest with you listeners out there, this was anger towards players from last week.
Okay.
So we're playing with our heart, not our head.
This is combo. This is a combo deal.
Okay.
So I was specifically targeting players that screwed me last week.
So we're playing with our heart, not our head.
To see, no, but I didn't take him if I didn't like it. All
So
right,
coupled with research.
Coupled with
Yeah.
research. We got
Okay.
Joel Domin, who I actually think will play really well this week.
Okay.
He's super accurate off the tee, and he rakes really highly in the ball striking categories. But I have him over Mitchell,
Yeah.
who I can't stand.
I mean, he played bad. He's bad form right now.
That was
right?
minus
Yeah.
135. He's in just, I could play that.
I support that.
And then Denny McCarthy, I have Joel Domin beating him also. That was plus 100.
Okay.
Because Denny McCarthy, you two, are part of the death week. I got Fleetwood over Russell Henley. I'm just hardcore flating Russell Henley. And
I am too.
That was the
I got
high
that.
five. That was the only bet on Russell Henley I could find, and I was for sure burying him.
Do you have confidence in Tommy right now, though?
Yeah, but I like Tommy.
I like
do?
Tom.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
That
Yeah. But
was
Hen-
actually like a 2-for-1. Like Russ, I don't like.
That's
but
what I
do like
said.
Tommy.
I said I was targeting people that scorned me,
Yeah.
but also with people that I actually think could beat them.
They hurt you
Well-
for a reason. Think about it, which
Yeah.
was bad golf.
And I was looking, Russell Henley to miss the cut was plus 125. I almost just added that just because. The principle of it.
We just start ripping off like 5 missed cut bets a week.
Yeah,
I've never even looked. Just guys we hate. Yeah.
I've never even looked in that category before, but I had to look just to see what his number was, and it was positive money, and I'm like, well, that's probably gonna happen. All right, but continuing on, I got HV3 plus 1.5 against Harris English.
Love it.
I didn't like the value on him money line, but he ranked high in all my models, 17th off the tee, 28th in approach, 32 around the green. He's been playing great golf. And
all-time good guy, too.
All-time good guy, and he was in the top 10 for deep approach shots, which mattered this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 2 more. I got Jones over Steele. Matt Jones, trying to find a way to play him this week.
Ooh.
I'm opposite on
Head
that.
to head.
Oh, me too.
Ooh.
Steele?
Yeah.
I thought of him last week, so he was tied into that.
I'll say this. I
Matt
wrote
Jones,
it down as Jones over Steele and then completely changed my mind.
I'm interested to hear what your reason is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was also another guy I was trying to find a way to play was Aaron Wise. I might look into betting him top 20. I don't know what his odds are, so I'll just stay away from that right now.
Yeah.
But I have him also over Denny McCarthy at minus 110.
I'm head to head with you there.
I just don't
I
like
Denny
McCarthy. Denny McCarthy was part of last week. He overrated.
Okay.
And Aaron Wise, greens in regulation, he's 7th. Tee to green, he's 39th. Off the tee, he's 44th. 47th in distance. And approach, he's 53. He could be a sneaky play this week.
Okay.
I like that.
So let's go. No one's gonna beat that this week. That's just a matter of fact.
So you're going.
Careers will be risen. It's gonna be Rory and Tony on Sunday.
He's going to go 12-0 with the outright and be up like 30 units.
Honestly, I just need Akshay Bateau to do top 20 and I'm fine. That's plus 2,000. I'm just like, I loved him this week and I saw the value. I'm like, all right, I can just win that one and my resurrection can be covered.
I can get into mine.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Go for it.
All right. So I'll first get into the ones I'm against Cam for whatever reason. Denny McCarthy, I'm taking over Aaron Wise. The two of them, when I was running my models, were so close. But I liked Denny's game off the tee more.
I disagree with you strongly. That's okay.
That's okay, but that's fine. That'll be our head to head. And I took Brendan Steele over Matt Jones. Brendan Steele was a guy when I was running my metrics here that I first went for were strokes gained off the tee, then strokes gained approach. Then I went for greens in reg because you gotta hit greens from the fairway. Like not just sick approach shots, like just being on the green for me, I think here at Quail is a big thing. I kind of threw away, like I didn't take putting into account this week really at all. And if I had two guys that were close, which in this case was Steele and Matt Jones, I took just tee to green strokes and it was Steele like by a hair. He's a guy I bet on in the past too, so I was like, okay, like I kind of trust him. I'll get into all my matchups first. So I have JT over Rory for minus 170. I know it's a lot of juice, but it's gonna happen. And John Rahm also over Rory. Big juice, minus 190.
Careful. Just saying, be careful.
Hey, I know. I think that those are my two, like, I try to do one or two every week. High profile guys, big bets. JT over Rory, I like. Rahm over Rory, I like. I'm also doing Webb Simpson, who owns a house on the course, over Tim's guy, Patrick Cantlay.
Yeah, Cantlay's a big favorite for me this week.
Cantlay, I don't have any confidence in him this week.
He was deep in my brain for thoughts of a resurrection. Like, he's the perfect guy to pick for this week for me, but he's so dead that I couldn't add him.
He's not that dead.
He's pretty dead.
Well,
let me see something this week,
I have
Patrick.
Corey Connors over Patrick Reed. Disappointing week from Patrick Reed. And if you look at what he did very poorly at the Valspar, was even get off the tee. He missed a million fairways. Couldn't hit one. And I just like Corey Connors. I feel like I bet Corey Connors every week, and he's like probably been like 75% for me. Like, he's making me money.
Oh, yeah.
He's just one of the best golfers in the world right now.
And
currently in 2021, he is ranked the number one.
If you have it on your site or any site, top Canadian, it's Corey Connors. I can't. Mine doesn't even have it because I think they know that there's just one guy that's going to win.
Yeah. There's only 2 other guys that they're really playing against, right?
Right. Hadwin and Hughes.
Yeah.
Hughes is a huge fade for me this week, and I couldn't find a way to bet him because he's not in anything.
No.
Next one I have is Tommy Fleetwood over Russell Henley, which we talked about. Russell Henley, you stink, buddy. Keegan over Stu. My rationale here is this. Keegan was fine off the tee and approaching last week, besides the last round where he blew up. Like, he was very good all week in those 2 categories. Stu can't find a fairway and only hits the ball like 260.
He actually, I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah.
He's number 24 in this field for driver distance.
Is he? Did I just read this wrong?
He must have, because he's actually one of the longest hitters in this tournament.
I thought, maybe it was just that he can't find a fairway.
Which, again, he can't find a fairway, but that is wild.
At his age, that's super impressive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe we should check him for like roids or something.
Somebody asked, dude. PGA, if you're out there.
And I'm a big Stu guy, so that hurt me to take, but I just knew he just couldn't find it with the driver, so I said, but Keegan's a guy that's been striking it pretty well. I have Bubba Watson over Ricky Fowler.
You don't have to.
Why? What's your face there? What's that face for?
No reason.
Okay. Bubba's been playing pretty good. The only thing wrong with Bubba is his flat stick, and I think these greens are easy enough where he doesn't need to like really struggle with that. Ricky just can't do anything right now, and he hasn't.
You
played,
don't know that,
and he hasn't played in a few weeks. That's for -140. I have Cam Davis over Brendan Todd. When I ran my sort of analysis initially, this is a purely just bet against Brendan Todd thing.
Okay.
Can't hit a driver, can't hit it far, and can't hit a green in regulation. He's one of the worst this week.
Okay, so that's
just
actually
hitting
a good
greens.
play. That's a good play.
So I said, all right, whoever he's playing, I'm just going to bet against him.
And this course is actually good for Cam Davis.
Yeah.
His best club is his driver.
Yeah.
And last matchup here is Sebastian Munoz over Luke List. Munoz is one of those sneaky guys. I was kind of reading Rick's website. He said he's like a fringe. You should even pick him like for fantasy stuff this week too, Munoz. Being the good ball striker and driver that he is. And Luke List is not. Like in every sense. He was red, and like how when you he's red in every category.
That's not good.
So that's another guy I circled. I'm like, if he's in a bet, simply bet against him. And I'm sorry, because I'm sure you guys are all really great guys. I just like, if you're not playing good golf, I'm not going to bet against you. I have 3 top 10s and 2 top 20s for you guys. Max Homa top 10 is +250.
Love it.
I don't know.
Defending champion at this course, yeah?
Yeah. He won this last year. He's playing very good golf. I don't understand why. I mean, great return. I'm going to take it. Even top 20, he was like almost even money.
6th place last week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I did top 10 because I figured course history, playing hot. I have Webb Simpson top 10 +120, which I'm heavy on, as I've explained earlier. And with you guys on the Bryson train, +125 for top 10. That's going to hurt if he doesn't make the top 10.
Because we already like sort of bash him a little bit.
I definitely
But
do.
if he gives us something to bash him for, it's not going to be good.
Oh, he's going to get a lot of hate if he blows our consensus. If we get 2 consensus in a week, in a 2-week span against us, that's not good.
No. That's good for the listeners, though, to fade us.
That's anything that the 3 of us like, go against it. No, not yet. Actually, don't do that, you guys. Top 20s, I like Corey Connors at -130 and Emiliano Grillo at +250. Ugh. I don't know why you don't like that.
Ugh. Grillo.
Oh, I mean, he choked last week, but I think I don't know.
No, I actually do think he'll play well this
good.
week, but I can't.
Everything he's good at favors this course, like long shots into greens, good. Finding fairways, just fairways in regulation, good. I kind of like him.
No, he just did me dirty last week.
Yeah, that's the recency bias. And I'll save my jacket for when we get to that. Tim?
All right. Outrights. Half a unit each versus Abe. And I literally think I'm going to keep betting this until it hits because it's bound to. 4th last week.
Yep.
I mean, I talk about it every week, so I don't think I should reiterate all of it, but he's just in really good form. He's a very good golfer, and he does everything well.
He really does.
So it's not like he leads the field in driving distance here or any of the key stats. He just does everything well. And I'm literally 35-1. Sure.
Yeah.
Second outright is Ricky Fowler.
Woo! I'm about it.
65
I mean,
to
there's
1.
just no way.
So, all right. So his last outing at Valero, he actually didn't play bad. I think it was a 17th place finish. What he's struggling with right now is not off the tee, which is the most important thing here right now.
Yep.
It's his approach. His around the green is fine. His putting is bad. So it's his iron play and his putting, really. Ricky Fowler is not going to struggle with the putting for much longer. That's always been the best part of his game. He has the yips right now. It happened with Jordan, and now Jordan's back.
Well, Jordan was injured.
Jordan was injured. Ricky could be injured too.
Ricky's going. No, he's
I heard
going
it
through a
was the
swing
other way.
change.
No, Ricky keeps that shit to himself.
But swing change has nothing to do with putting. He mentally right now, this is a mental problem with Ricky.
Yeah,
You can't convince me otherwise.
no, he like can't get around
Yeah.
that he's playing bad. Like he
Yeah.
can't.
He'll figure it out. His career shall be resurrected.
for
He's
you
also
guys'
under
sake.
so much heat right now. The special exemption people don't understand for the PGA Championship.
I still don't.
The Faldo
I
comments.
don't either. He doesn't
He's
deserve it.
very aware of the outside criticism, but I don't think that gets to him that much. Ricky's just such an easygoing guy. I think he's going to figure it out. 65 to 1 for a guy who's won here before and is gaining strokes in some key categories here. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm into
I'm
it,
in.
man. I'm on this train.
Matchups. I'm taking 1 unit each. Bryson over Rory and Bryson over Rahm. Over Rory, it's -130. Over Rahm, it's +120.
Really, you think
Yeah.
that might be tight?
The Rory one I'm more confident in.
Yeah.
The Rahm one is sort of a toss-up, but I'll take the guy whose skill set's I understand Rahm overall is probably definitely a better golfer than Bryson right now, but in terms of course suited to game,
Yeah.
right? Bryson, I think we all agree,
I can see that.
should play better here. So I'll take that positive money on something I think should really be more of a toss-up. Tony over Sungjae, -145. Tony's gaining over a stroke tee to green. Everybody knows he's long, and he can be even longer when he wants to bring it out, which he does on courses like this. I'm just hoping that what I saw on Sunday at the Zurich does not carry over. So it's good.
Zurich, you can get a pass on the Zurich.
Yeah, true.
The team event.
Brendan Steele over Matt Jones, which is really
Love it.
even money. Steele, so he had a 9th in 2015 and a 14th in 2016, which was obviously 5 years ago. I mean, it's a long time ago, but he's actually coming in good form now. So he had a 4th at the Zurich, again, tough, but he had a 3rd at the Honda. So I'll take that even money over Matt Jones. I do like Matt Jones this week, so I kind of struggled with this pick a little
Yeah,
bit.
I mean, I'm against you guys on
I
this.
did have it flipped at first, but when I looked deeper into the stats, I went with Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
Last matchup is Joaquin Neiman over Brian Harmon. Joaquin Neiman,
He's a gamer.
9th
Yeah, he is.
in driving distance.
Yeah, he's for a small guy, he can really rip
again
it.
Like-
one of those guys. Like I don't know how they
You're gonna bet
generate that
against the
power.
dog. You're gonna bet against
Yeah.
the little dog.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
Brian
high on
Harmon,
Brian Harmon.
people are high on him. Again, he won this event when it wasn't here. His course history here is just okay. Outside of that, he's just so short. Not physically in stature. His game, like he doesn't hit the ball very far.
No, he doesn't.
He is short. I mean, it's fact. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I also just love Neiman's swing.
yeah,
He puts every pound into it.
also been playing good golf.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna have struggle later in life with that swing though.
He like contorts his body.
Yeah, he'll
His
fall
hips
off.
are gonna. He's gonna get hip replacement
sooner than most.
So I have 2 top 5 bets, which is a new thing
Top
for this
5.
week.
Okay. I mean, great return.
Because I'm
so-
thinking that for sure one of these is going to hit. So I have Bryson plus 225 and Tony plus 350. So either one of those hit, they pay for themselves. Just half a unit each. Ricky top 20, 3-1. I am going to throw in that Batia bet 20-1.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. He literally came second in 2 of the models that I ran. But he is less.
He was in 5th on 2 of mine.
Yeah.
So should I add like a Akshay Bateau top 10?
I'm behind Akshay. I'm on the
I'm
Akshay
Team
train.
Batia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm
Team
Team
Batia.
Batia.
Are we Team
I'm the
Bateau?
Team Batia. And then I have 2 prop bets this week
Okay.
that I love.
Okay.
Top South American, Emiliano Grillo, 5-1.
Who else is in that category? Do you know?
Doesn't matter.
Neiman.
Yeah, Neiman.
Oh,
I like Emiliano this week.
Yeah. Top player from Great Britain and Ireland, Matt Wallace.
love.
6.5 to 1.
I have Matt Wallace top 20.
6.5 to 1.
I love that.
So I'm not going to feed you guys a bunch of bullshit statistics to back these up. These are gut picks.
I like that.
Okay.
Sometimes
love
you got to
that.
throw in some gut picks, especially when you're feeling a little stagnant, because sometimes those gut picks start hitting, piling it up.
Builds the ego.
Yeah. I had a
Just-
gut pick last week, had nothing to do with golf, but that was good. So
Hit.
Justin Fields to the Chicago Bears, 18-1.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Boom. Keep your eye out for Dutcher's mock draft coming to 2022.
Oh man, my mock draft was so bad this year. Anyways, back to golf. Those are my bets.
All right, there's only one more bet that we all have to make. It's a jacket pick.
Why can't I find Akshay Bateau top 10 on this
I
goddamn
will-
site?
Probably not on most sites.
Yeah. No. All right, I'll start the jacket picks
What?
off here.
Yeah.
These are our locks of the week. I faltered last week, but that was because of Russell Henley. And as you've all hopefully learned by this point, he's dead to us. Maybe not Tim, but at least to me and Andy.
Yeah.
So my jacket, I wanted to go with something a little bit stronger.
That's your lock pick. I'm glad to hear that.
Then
You're gonna go with
Then
something
Russell
stronger.
Henley. Well, I told you I was getting cute last week. Russell Henley's just a bum.
I literally, again, when I listened back to the podcast, you were like, "Oh, I just like to pick stuff that's like not easy," and I'm like, "Well, it's a lock pick, Cam.
Yeah,
Probably
well,
want to pick the easy one."
whatever. All right, so this week I'm going with John Rahm top 10. It's minus 110. Just got to pay the normal juice. Other than Corey Connors, he's the hottest golfer on the planet. He's got 8 out of 10 top 10s. Either I'm super cursed and the 80% top 10 rate falters, or he just keeps doing what he's doing. And I lean towards the latter.
Okay.
I got it. Plus 2,000.
Yeah, that's what I have it at.
Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna go with Bryson top 10 plus 125. I already gave my spiel on him. I love that bet. Plus money.
Well, yeah, that's that. I have him in my regular card. I love that.
And submitted Akshay Bateau for half a unit. There we go.
Let's go.
All right. My jacket pick this week is a guy that has won me money every time I've talked about him. It's Brian Harmon, top 20 for even money. I think he's a fairly accurate player. He's a good approach player. He basically does everything pretty good. Like, he's not bad at one thing.
He's not
No.
the bulldog this week. He's more of like a
You don't think
chihuahua.
Is
It's more like a chihuahua.
he's the workman.
I just think he just gets it done. Like, I don't understand his game.
He
Other
could be
than,
one off the lead. I'd have no idea because he's just so.
like, I know he's not going to win,
Yeah.
but he'll get with that T13.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know. He's a guy that's been consistent for me, and I'm going to keep riding him. He's like Corey Connors for me. Every week, I'm like, love Corey Connors.
I
this
love
week.
Corey Connors.
Me too.
He's half my bets.
This is
every
like
week.
same. I realize every time I go back and look at our card and record sheets, I'm like, there was another Corey
I
Connors.
can't believe
back.
he's not on my card this week.
Because he doesn't win.
So those were the jacket picks, you guys. So like I said in the beginning, all we're going to do for now, for you followers that decide to not listen to the show, we're only giving 3 picks pre-tournament now, each. And that's just going to be one picture I'm going to put out on the social medias, okay? And at the end of the tournament, like we always do, you'll get our full cards that we've described here to you in the episode. So from now on, guys, it's you got to listen to the show for all this insight. We're not up 1 million freaking units for nothing, okay?
What if Cam goes 0 for again?
There's
goodness.
actually a really there's a really good chance. I
I feel like there
went
was some
wild.
bold bets in there.
Yeah, there were.
There needs to be a punishment.
You should have to actually eat a goose egg.
I would do that.
I don't know if they sell
Done.
those, but
Well, we're gonna figure. Well,
raw,
I'll find
raw.
things.
No, raw.
Do we put him in like gambling jail? Like you can only have 5 picks next week or something? Like, is
I
that
don't
what we
care.
do?
Do whatever you want to do.
No,
Someone
I think we go opposite. You have to make more.
throw,
Oh my God.
throw stuff
To
at
get
me.
you that
I'm
win.
not. I don't mind.
We'll figure it out.
You know what?
No, I want something right now.
The people
I
online.
like the goose egg idea.
I mean,
Like,
the-
that's
you have to eat a raw goose egg? That's gross.
All right, yeah, Justin. Just let me know where you get your local goose egg.
well, but that's part of the punishment. You have to
I
procure
will
your own goose
I will
egg.
procure
Yeah,
nothing.
wild.
I will
You
eat
can
it.
find anything on the internet.
That's like
Probably
a
got it
Trader
on
Joe's
Amazon.
type of thing. I bet you
Buy-
could go into Trader Joe's and get like a goose egg.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you know what?
Well,
like-
you take your trip to the local Trader Joe's, and I'll be here waiting. No, I won't. Just kidding. I'm not going 0 for 12.
I mean, it
I
was
didn't
a-
even make 12 bets.
He did.
Jokes on
I
you.
I was gonna say I feel like it's more of a punishment for me to have to go out and buy it than for you to eat it.
Well, that's on you.
I can't. I mean, there's no way that you don't win a bet this week, right?
No, I'm gonna win one. Tony's gonna win the Tony's gonna win the tournament, so it doesn't really matter.
We'll see. For this reason, I haven't had any outrights. I think the next outright pick I'll make is the PGA Championship for Jordan. That's probably it.
I bet you this is the last week I do top fives too, because I feel like it's a trap.
It is a trap.
Yeah, that's a sucker's bet.
That because
Right?
T6 could be one stroke or two strokes. It's so close. I don't know.
Legitimately. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Okay.
Fellas, anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up? A fantastic episode 6. I mean, we are like machines here. It's literally an hour and 20. We don't know how to do other shows.
It's no, we are. I don't think you guys understand. We are not planning it that way at all. We just write stuff that we want to talk about, and it always ends
like
up
this week.
20 minutes.
My recap was shorter, and I was like, this will probably be like around an hour.
Yeah.
Nope. Nailed it again. What is wrong with us?
We just love golf.
We love golf.
Congratulations to Tim again.
Yeah.
On the
if you
win.
guys want tickets, I'm actually playing in a 36-hole best ball May 22nd and 23rd. I'm sure I could get like some tickets.
Comp those, like at the window.
Tickets, yeah.
As a group here, we are playing in a tournament on June 11th, and now we have been officially registered into the White Claw Open, which is a very prestigious tournament by invite only that we definitely did not sign up for on our own.
Did we figure out if we have to drink White Claw there?
I don't know. I'm going to have to go with you shouldn't bring Trulies.
Okay.
Is Mike going to be your fourth?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do we feel about signing Mike up as me, and maybe like I can send Mike out as me from now on, and like I can start to build clout in like the golf community to be like, damn, J-Fun's going
Damn,
off.
that Justin Fine shot a 77 today.
As long as we can register the name as Producer J.
I think you have to shave your head though.
All right, Mike,
Kelly's
you got to be
no,
producer J for the day.
Kelly's
Go do
got
your
no
thing, bud.
roof. But yeah, we'll be playing those together. Hopefully, I did talk to Dan's dad about, so they're going to let us film the one on June 11th.
Oh, wow.
So McGill can come, and hopefully by then we get those mics that can be on us. So the whole day we can kind of have like commentary, and I think that'll be a fun video.
That'd be great.
Especially because it's an actual, well, it's a bramble. So it's best ball scramble combo there.
Might even get a sneak peek at Seawood Tim.
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine if he breaks a club on camera.
Honestly, if we're doing that, if we're gonna mic you up and get like the video camera out, we're gonna get some gear out too. Like we'll get you guys branded.
Can we get clubs that we can break?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you can break whatever you want. I'm not gonna say no.
That was organic. It'll never happen again.
I might get you guys some bags too. I had some dude reach out who runs a golf bag company, and he's looking to do like some sort of partnership. I'm gonna say, hey,
tell him to send us an ad read, dude.
I'm gonna say, hey, send over some branded gear. We'll my guys will take it on the course. We'll consider it.
I know we need a polo and a hat.
Yeah, we need some gear.
We need them. If there's any gear manufacturers out there listening, we're open. We're open for business.
Brand us.
Yeah. Well, that might do it for episode 6 of the Scramble podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the Scramble_pod on Twitter and at the Scramble pod on Instagram and on TikTok now. As what? At the Scramble pod? One word?
Scramble Pod.
Tim's running on TikTok, so don't look at his likes.
Is there content there yet? No.
No.
Is it on its way? Yes.
I love doing this each week with you guys. I'm happy that we can keep this going. Hopefully win some people some more money. But for now, that'll do it for episode 6 of the Scramble podcast.
Also, look out, YouTube channel coming soon. Hedge Better YouTube channel, Scramble Boys. They'll be up there.
Yep, we'll get that. Once that's up live, I'll update everybody on social media. Fellas, another show in the books. Love you guys.
Later.
Bye.